Ghost Island, a remote little rock poking out of the Atlantic Ocean, 70 miles west of the Scottish mainland. 10 strangers are invited and they set sail for the island on individual personal objectives. Some with vague recollections of the passengers they travelled with. But all are unaware they have much more in common than they ever imagined. A hell on earth soon ensues as their unknown host exacts a terrifying revenge of judge, jury and executioner. The terror soon intensifies when they realise the killer in disguise has got to be one of them. The survivors that race against time must solve this mystery before they all become victims in this deadly game of cat and mouse. Ghost Island. Based on an Agatha Christie novel, 10 Little Indians. Wind's picking up some. Could be a long stay in this island. Where the hell is our host? It's a bit strange leaving us in tenterhoods like this. Very strange, sir. I take it we all got letters and paid expenses to attend this reading of the late Mr. Morley's will. Not to mention my very own £10,000 bonus up front to come to this miserable island in the first place. You were actually paid to come to my uncle's reading? I don't recognise any of you here except for little cousin Helen, who I ain't seen since we were kids. That is you, is it not, my sweet little Helen? Eric the Bully Carson. I thought that was you on the boat. Tied any little girl's pigtails together lately? Jesus, Helen, that was over 30 years ago, but I do recall this little blonde brat smashing that church window where yours truly got a right good bloody hiding. I mean, who could possibly blame that little angelic face when my more suitable face had false guilt written all over it? Like you said, cousin, that was 25 years ago, so you don't know any of these people either? Haven't the foggies. They ain't no distant uncles either. So tell me, gentlemen, why has my late Uncle Ben got you here on this reading of the will? I'm not here for the will, sir. First I've heard about it. Your Uncle Morley invited me to produce vital information on a suspected killer. I didn't even know he was dead, sir, till I entered this house. Same here. I was given £5,000 with the promise of 25,000 more if I attended this meeting. I just assumed it was because I was friends with Ben Morley's brother, James Morley, who died 10 years ago. James Morley was my father. He died in prison and, from what I'm led to believe, died an innocent man in Parkhurst. And you are? Jack Bellamy. It's funny how James never mentioned you. He was married, of course. Jenny was her name. Nice girl. But there were no kids in that matrimony. I know that, Mr. Bellamy. In that case, you also must have known Jackie Tompkins. She's the one that gave birth to yours truly, not Jenny Fairclough. My apologies, sir. I also knew Jackie quite well. A fine woman she was, sir. It broke James's heart when she passed away so sudden. Now that's settled. Who are you, sir? I seem to recall you somewhere before. I'm Judge Parker, Cedric Parker. You look familiar. Have we met, sir? It's quite possible, sir. I'm Jake Hartman, a solicitor in the West End. Maybe we once worked in the same deliberations. I just can't recall. I'm sure it'll come to you in good time, Mr. Hartman. Well, I was also paid to come here. I had no idea Mr. Morley was dead. I retire at the end of the year and the £50,000 bonus was too much to turn down. But I've worked in your courtroom, Judge Parker, a dozen times now. You look different without the big hat and the black cloak. You look more human. Forgive me. I'm Greg Henry, a state prosecutor. Don't you remember me, sir? If he doesn't, I now damn well do. You tore my defence apart, Mr. Henry, on the Tower Bridge bombing. My client was innocent, but he's still in prison due to your loophole technicalities. I recall, Mr. Hartman, it was his colleague that detonated the device, but his testimony got him off the hook, so I took the next best thing. Your client, who by being smart, forgot about his own alibi. Poetic justice. What the hell gives you? It's beginning to look like a goddamn trial with all these lawyers and judges rather than the reading of a will. You may be right, sir. If it's not a reading, then why has someone paid travelling expenses and other substantial fees for these people to be here? The connection does appear to be of a judicial theme, on at least 3 of them. Maybe the rest are crooks. In that case, it does look like a trial of some sort, sir. So we're being judged. There is no reading of a will. Someone has stooped us into this island with no way of escape. The same thing happened 100 years ago this very night. 10 people were washed ashore during a terrifying storm. They all met with grisly deaths which were never explained. Their bodies found torn to pieces 3 days later after the storm subsided. They say a kelpie terrorises Ghost Island. It always appears in stormy nights. Are you trying to tell us this place is haunted? What the hell is a kelpie anyway? An evil water spirit that drags you to the depths and devours you. That's if you believe in such nonsense. The question is, why are we all here if Mr. Morley is dead? And who the hell brought us here? That incident did take place 100 years ago this very night. I once read about it. Our own boat has gone and a huge storm is rolling in. We too will need to wait 3 days until the mainland sends another boat, just like 100 years ago. You can be rest assured help isn't coming. They wouldn't send a boat out in that storm. Looks like we're here for the 3 days, just like those poor souls 100 years ago. We are trapped here and only God knows why. Then again, the fiend who lured us here, he also knows why. Money, the ruin of us all. Greed got us into this mess. Yes, sir, but why spend all that cash if you knew you weren't showing up to your own arrangements? You spoke too soon, copper. Who the hell's this guy? I knew I'd seen someone at the upstairs window when we got off the boat. I thought it might have just been my imagination. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I had other things to attend to. I'm Arthur Cowley, your host on behalf of the late Ben Morley. I am, or was, Mr. Morley's solicitor. So it was you who sent all the invitations. But why, if your client is already dead? You didn't even know most of us. That's in this assembly as his last will and testament. Well, I don't know that yet, sir, till I open the envelope. Before Mr. Morley died, he gave me 10 names and addresses to contact. You are those 10 names. In the end, gentlemen, his logic was way beyond my comprehension. Excuse me, sir, we didn't even know Mr. Morley was dead till we got here. Now, this is all a bit of a mystery and pretty damn unsettling. When and how did he die, sir? He died a month after he instructed me to get in touch with you. He was most explicit. He was fighting a long battle with cancer. He's buried with his parents in York City. I'm just as bewildered as you are, sir. I know you from somewhere, don't I, Mr. Cowley? Years ago when I was treating a patient somewhere, maybe at a hospital, you were there. I never forget a face, Mr. Cowley. It'll come to me, it always does. Dr. John Wilson. I only know you from files Mr. Morley gave me, sir. Apparently you treated his brother James in Parkhurst before he died. That's correct, sir. He died of a stroke as far as I remember, but I know we've met somewhere before. Good of you to come, Dr. Wilson. Now, shall we begin with the proceedings? Mr. Morley may be dead, but he's made a recording which is to be played on your arrival, so you're going to hear him after all. We are gathered here in the sight of God to claim justice on the 10 who stand here accused of crimes against the good family name of Morley. Justice will be swift as I read out the individual crimes of the guilty parties. There will be no reprieves, no remissions. All convictions will be carried out with immediate effect. This hearing of the 10 accused is now in full concession. I am Ben Morley, your judge, your jury, and your executioner. David Baxter, you shared a cell with my brother James in Parker. You knew he was innocent, so did the authorities. You were released after a deal was struck, David Baxter. You were granted your freedom after you smothered my brother with a pillow in a bid to save face in the authorities' huge blunder of convicting an innocent man. David Baxter, you have been found guilty of these crimes against justice in the good name of Morley. You have been sentenced to death. You will not leave this island alive. Jesus Christ, turn the damn tape off. Well, Baxter, let's hear it. Is my dead uncle telling the truth that you killed my father, Baxter? Well, did you? Your father's health was pretty bad, boy. He was pretty much brain dead. Yes, they did ask me to kill him due to outside influence in exchange for my freedom. But what they didn't know, James had already asked me a dozen times to end it. He was my friend. It took me another 3 months watching him suffer, so I selfishly ended the suffering for both of us, or I would have died there too. How the hell was I supposed to know it was on the damn tape? I honestly thought it was going to be a bare ball of his last will and testament. It's got to be a joke, Lieutenant. A costly one, but nonetheless a joke. How the hell can a dead man make friends? He can't, sir, unless Ben Morley isn't really dead. In that case, I'm in a lot of trouble. I signed the death certificate and it was me who identified his body. Mr. Morley is dead. If you say so, sir, let's put the tape back on. Greg Henry. At my brother's trial, you, Greg Henry, were our prosecution who added false allegation to the fact that my teetotal brother was intoxicated to assure your conviction. Your ruthless methods of conviction ensured another one of your victims received unjust prison sentences. In spite of the fact you knew James Morley never drank, you destroyed his life, which resulted in the premature death of his second wife, Jackie. All done to enhance your fierce reputation in the courtrooms of so-called justice. Guilty as charged, you will die soon, Greg Henry. Stop the blasted tape No use looking at me like that, Carson. We all bend rules to get the job done. I'm not responsible for your mother's death. How can I be? You heard the tape, you arrogant son of a bitch. You may not have pulled the trigger, but you did help load the gun. You ain't heard the last of this, Henry. So that's why we're here. We're all connected in some way to another to this James Morley. If memory serves, you're the one who centred him, Cedric, was it not? I don't remember the case, Greg. Christ, I've sent hundreds down these past 30 years. Why would I remember this particular case? In any case, I don't recall doing anything wrong. I remember now, it was Preston High Court. Don't recall the date, but you, Greg Henry, convicted Mr. Morley, and you, Judge Parker, sent him down. How can you be so sure, Mr. Hartman? Because I defended him, Mr. Henry. I forgot all about it until the tape mentioned that trumped-up drinking and driving allegation. He was apparently found drunk and unconscious behind the wheel after he ran over and killed the cyclist. That cyclist happened to be an off-duty policeman. Oh my God, I remember the case now. Are you now telling me the suspect wasn't drunk, Mr. Hartman? Yes, sir. That was my first inclination all those years ago. How could you three not possibly remember something like this before now? Like when you met in the boat, for instance? It's quite simple, Lieutenant. On the boat, our lives didn't depend on it like they do now. Okay, Mr. Cowley, you may restart the recording. Helen Argyle, daughter of my long-departed sister, Ruth. And my brother's reading of his will, you received £180,000 on the promise you'd give £80,000 to his first wife, Jenny, to take James's stepdaughter to Switzerland for an operation in her eyes. You were to later contest my brother's will, stating he was insane, hence why he was in Parkhurst. Fucking bitch. 1 year later, little Pamela became totally blind. She later took her own life on her 16th birthday. Even more scandal in the once credible name of Morley. You used that money on selfish wants, knowing a little girl depended on it. I sentence you to death for the sickening crime of your greed. I didn't come here for this. I want off this damn island now. So would we all, my sweet little innocent Helen. Your secret's out and there's nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. Deal with it, bitch. Don't you dare score me, Eric Carson. You're here for a reason too. Is your ruffian life so squeaky clean you don't realise that? The difference is I don't give a shit. That machine can say what it likes about yours truly. I can take care of myself. No offence, gentlemen, but none of you can take me out and my verdict says dead. So don't even think about it. Your life depends on it, gentlemen. I say destroy the damn tape. Why listen to idle threats from a dead man? Why, you got something to hide, Mr. Bellamy? I just don't see the point, that's all. Idle threats, Mr. Bellamy? Who the hell said anything about them being idle? Can't say I'm happy about it too. Mr. Morley's last wish was that you all listen to this recording. Then continue, Mr. Cowley. There could be clues in this recording. Eric Carson, give it your best shot, Unc. You were born Eric Morley, once a very proud English name, but after my brother, your father's incarceration, you changed it to Carson and disowned your own blood. Bringing more shame on the family name, you were ashamed to be a Morley, giving out even more suspicion that my brother was actually guilty. My brother, your father, forgave and left you 250,000. You didn't even go to the funeral, Eric Carson. You took everything from him except your birthright, the Morley name. You used my brother even after death. His name wasn't good enough, but his money was. Now you're here in the hope of using me in the same way, but I will get the final say. Guilty, Eric Carson. You too will be dead within 3 days. I like to see anyone try their luck with me. They'll regret the day they were born. I came onto this island of free will. I promise you, I'll leave the same way. Let's hope we all do, Mr. Carson. But Uncle Ben is dead now. It was him making the threat, so how comes I still got a bad feeling about all this? Guilty, Mr. Kyle, can sometimes be a very strong emotion for negativity. Really? And your crime, Lieutenant? Your reason for being here? I honestly don't know, miss. I guess the tape will enlighten us, but I do know I'm one of the 10 for some reason. I never even heard of this man till I got his letter. Shall I continue, Lieutenant? By all means, sir. Jack Bellamy, your crime is the most serious of the 10 accused. It was you who framed my brother James and destroyed the family name. You stabbed my brother in the back. You were his best friend, Jack Bellamy. You murdered him. You were driving that day. You were drunk, lost control of the car and ran over the off-duty policeman, killing them instantly. You then hit a wall, knocking James unconscious. You got out the car and put James into the driving seat. You then poured whiskey onto his mouth and over his clothes. When police later came to see you about the car, you swore you gave James a loan of it. Your alibi, John Cotter, was quite convincing. Whatever happened to that nice man, Mr. Bellamy? Come on, Mr. Bellamy, he committed suicide, did he not? Poor John begging for his life as he flew off that cliff. Now you know, and you're the reason he's dead too. Getting him to lie like that to save your own skin and destroying James's life into the bargain. Jack Bellamy, I find you guilty of all charges brought before you. The sentence is death. I will take great pleasure in executing you myself. Sentence will be carried out within the next 12 hours. Now I know why you wanted to destroy the rest of the tape, Mr. Bellamy. Judge Cedric Parker. Oh God, please, man. You sentenced my brother years exceeding the 7 years maximum due to the victim's position and Greg Henry's prosecution demanded life imprisonment. I'm sorry, I don't feel too well. You gave James life in prison with Mr. Parker, with parole status suspended for a minimum of 20 years. You okay, sir? Judge Parker? I'll find you guilty of gross miscarriage of justice. The sentence is death. You will hang by the neck until dead. May God not have mercy on your soul. Mr. Parker, tell my wife, turn the goddamn recording off. Can't you see this man is ill? Let me have a look at him, damn it. Well, Dr. Wilson, is he? Yes, Mr. Hartman, he's dead. His heart gave out. You and your goddamn Tate killed him. You killed him, forced him to listen to this pointless recording. 10 on an island trapped by the tide. One had a weak heart, then never mind. I won't take offence to that slanderous remark, Dr. Wilson, due to this very tragic occurrence, but in future, try to console yourself. Dead men can't hurt us, Miss Argyle. I'd say this is only the beginning. And as for you, Gildy, your face is still troubling me. But I now know I saw you in the hospital somewhere. You want to help me out here, Gildy? This is getting too serious, Columbo. I don't want to play the rest of this damn tape. I'm going to end this nonsense now. What did you do with the body? We took it to an outside stone shed like Columbo asked. This is only Friday. I wonder how many more will be in that shed before Monday. I need a drink. We finished the tape, Mr. Gowley. Got to get to the bottom of this. What's the point? Mr. Bellamy was right. Idle threats from a dead man. You've got to hear the rest of that tape, Mr. Cowley. I want to know why I'm here, sir. Yeah, that is a bit of mystery, Columbo. He was a bitter man, Mr. Molly, and you couldn't fault him, sir, but he has spent a lot of money to lure all these people here. I think this is for real, sir. I don't think these threats are idle either. You can't be serious. Ben Morley is dead. I'm the one who buried him, remember? In that case, sir, someone else is involved in this macabre mystery, and I might add, sir, someone who is way above suspicion. If what you're saying is true, Columbo, then that person has got to have planned it with Mr. Morley. If so, then that person is in this room. He came over in the boat with you, Columbo. Yes, I know. Keep it to yourself for the time being. What the hell are you two whispering about over there? The last thing we need in this moment in time is to keep secrets from one another. No secret, sir. Mr. Cowley didn't want to play the rest of the tape due to what happened, but I must insist that everyone hears the rest of it. You may continue, Mr. Cowley. Let's get this over with. Tate Hartman, you defended my brother on the day in question. You withheld vital evidence. You were given the facts that my brother was teetotal and that he couldn't drive. You also omitted to inform the court that a drunken vagabond saw Bellamy pulling James into the driving seat. You thought his evidence uncreditable when it was of vast importance. With the odds stacked heavily against you and over £80,000 in fees, you got my brother to plead guilty, promising a lesser sentence. You didn't even appeal prosecutor Henry's demand for life imprisonment. Still, withholding vital evidence, you took the money and dropped the case. Jake Hartman, guilty of abandoning my brother and his hour on me. I hereby also sentence you to death. Arthur Cowley, you overseen my brother's last will and testament. What the hell? You embezzled $75,000 that James was sending to Westminster notaries on an Old Bailey hearing and possible appeal. The crime took place a month before James fell seriously ill. You, Arthur Cowley, thought no one would catch on due to his deteriorating condition. You embezzled another $46,000 during the reading of his will. Your loyalty, Mr. Cowley, ended in betrayal of the Morley name. You too are hereby sentenced to death. I guess you were right, Mr. Wilson. Lawyers and crooks. Looks like this is a court of the condemned. Yeah, looks like it, Columbo. You, Cowley, don't hear any denials. You're just as bad as the rest of them. I never trusted you from the start. Nobody's perfect. And you, sir, I'm sure you're not here for the good of your health, Doctor. I know why I'm here now. James Morley. I'm sure the tape will explain it better than I can, Cowley. Only one way to find out, Doctor. Eric Hoppy. Here we go. Penny Larson quiz. None at all, sir. The respected and dignified undertaker of Bethnal Green who robs from the dead. James was to be buried wearing all his gold and splendour. A very rare sapphire necklace James thought the world of was on his person when the casket was closed. You waited till the dust settled, Mr. Hopley. I don't know about James's gold, but I'm sure if the coffin was to be dug up and opened, there would be no gold in that casket. Two years ago, at an auction house in Paris, that very rare sapphire necklace went under the hammer for $436,000, payable to Mr. Eric Hopley of Bethnal Green, London. Guilty of grave robbing, Mr. Hopley. You two will not get off this island alive. It was just too tempting for such a beautiful stone to be buried forever. That's what they said about the Hartnell diamond. It's got the blood of over 100 lost souls on it. Dr. John Wilson. Well, Cowley, here's your confession. You were the doctor treating my brother at Parkhurst. Your false and deliberate diagnosis read he died of a stroke when you knew better. You knew James died of suffocation. I'm sorry, Doctor. Even though you were influenced in falsifying the death certificate, you weren't influenced in the death of James's first wife, Jenny Fairclough, who was fighting the system for James's innocence and winning Dr. Wilson. You were paid to eradicate that problem with lethal drugs. Falsifying yet again another death certificate. Like the motley criminals I have sentenced before you, you too, Dr. John Wilson, will die for your sins. Finally, Lieutenant Columbo of the Los Angeles Police Department. You came here in the hope of identifying a killer at large back in your home city. He's killed 8 up till the time of this recording. It wasn't easy, Lieutenant, even for a man of my resources. His name is Carlos Pedro Sanchez, of an ethnic Mexican background. You should recognise the name because your officers have questioned him 3 times and let him go. I've now done my part. Your part, Lieutenant, is quite simple. I want you to stop me. Stop me from killing these people. You are the greatest detective ever born, and with respect, makes the flawless fictional detective Sherlock Holmes look second-rate by your standards. There are rules, Columbo, and severe penalties if you fail. This is the ultimate clash of the titans. If I kill everyone here, you lose. I can guarantee if you do lose, you will not want to leave this island. You must try and stop me, Columbo, because if I win, you will end it by taking your own life. That's another guarantee. You won't hesitate. Good luck to you, Lieutenant. I don't need it. I know the result is a foregone conclusion. Just don't beg me to kill you, sir. I won't do it. You're going to take care of that yourself. I must go now. Let the games begin. Who's there? It's only me. I heard voices. Gunshots. It came from across the hall. It's Mr. Cowley. He's been shot. I think he's dead. He's dead, all right. 3 bullets straight through the heart. Mr. Ben Morley isn't wasting any time. 2 dead already, and it ain't even 7 o'clock the first night. Who's next, I wonder? Nine on an island, waiting on their fate. They all heard the gunshots, then they were 8. There must be someone else we don't know about in this island. No, sir, the person Mr. Carson saw at the window from the boat was Mr. Cowley. There's no one else here. How can you be so sure? I found footprints coming from the small drop-off point which led right to the front door of this house. They were Mr. Cowley's. There were no other tracks leading up to this establishment. Maybe whoever it is, he's been in the house and has been for ages planning this. No, sir, the house was vacant apart from us. In fact, sir, nobody has been in this place for ages now. The amount of undisturbed dust is pretty evident, sir. All except what Mr. Cowley disturbed. That's just great, because that means the killer is one of us. Yes, sir, the killer is standing right beside us. He or she is in this very room. Question is, which one of you? Eight on an island, to death they've been driven. The sea then took one and then there were 7. Saturday morning, day 2. Sorry, Mr. Hockley. You were right, sir. The killer is one of us. Pity you took his identity with you, sir. As the dark fell over Ghost Island yet again, the killers were to induce panic and terror as their numbers grew even less. Where's Doc Wilson? Mr. Henry is lying upstairs in the hall. He's dead. I think he's dead, Columbo. He's dead, Mr. Baxter. He's been choked to death by that cable tire still wrapped round his neck. Did you find the doctor? No, sir, I looked in all the usual places. He's just vanished into thin air. Do you think something might have happened to him? Oh God, that outside shed is piling up with dead bodies. When did you last check the shed, Mr. Baxter? I mean, sir, any missing bodies? When I took Mr. Hockley's body to the shed, there were still 2 dead in the shed. Mr. Judge Parker and Mr. Cowley's body. Mr. Hockley makes 3, and Mr. Henry here will make 4. If we don't find the doctor real soon, that shed is going to be just as crowded as the rest of this place. I don't like this. I don't like it one little bit. Why should you worry? You heard the tape. The only danger you face is from yourself. I'm on your love, Lieutenant, and I don't trust anyone in this damn house, not even you. That's wise, Mr. Kyle. I wouldn't trust none of you either. Your life most certainly depends on that trust. Mr. Baxter, you and Mr. Bellamy take Mr. Henry out to the shed, sir. Come on, Mr. Bellamy, you grab his feet. Is there something wrong, Mr. Bellamy? Everything. I know I'm not the killer, but I know nothing about you, and you expect me to go outside with you all alone? Trust no one, the man said. Remember, now you've done serious time in Parkhurst, and it's no secret you've already killed a man. If someone comes with us, then I'll only be too happy to help. Oh, hell. I'll go with you, Mr. Baxter. I'll take the heavy end. You grab his feet. Sorry, Mr. Carson, I don't like that idea. After all, it was your father I helped end it in Parkhurst. Tell you what, the 3 of us will carry him out. Safety in numbers, hey, Mr. Baxter? Come on, Bellamy, let's get this done. Grab his feet, Mr. Bellamy. 7 on an island, the countdown clock it ticks. When the gong rang 3 times, then there were 6. Six on an island strove to stay alive. The doc fell under the curse, then there were 5. What happened to his eyes? That's a good question, Mr. Gill. We were all downstairs in the study, all except Mr. Carson and Mr. Baxter. Now, Doc Wilson's clothes are wet. I think he was killed outside in that storm and carried in here. Which would explain the wet clothes, but not those eyes. It's like something evil entered his body. You reckon there's any truth to the rumours of this place? The Kelpie legend, for instance? No, sir. Monsters usually come in human form. I don't see any marks in the body. I think Doc Wilson was poisoned. That somehow affected his eyes. You don't expect all 3 men to come back from the shed, do you, Columbo? Well, if they don't, miss, it narrows the suspects down quite considerably in my books. There's only 5 of you left, miss. And still 5, Columbo, and 5 bodies in the shed. That tells me one of you 4 is the killer. Sorry, cuz, but I was thinking more along the lines of immediate family. The killer's got a gun, right? If it were yours truly, I'd take out right now and finish the job instead of all this bullshit cat and mouse mystery they've arranged for your so-called entertainment. They've arranged, sir? So who are they? Yes, Eddie, who are they? Oh my God, you planned all this with Uncle Wally, didn't you? Now he's dead, you're going to see it out right till the end. It's been a nice quick trial. When's the hanging? Why the hell are you all looking at me like that? Think what the fuck you like. I ain't seen Uncle Ben since I was a young kid. If he ain't dead, which has been bugging me for a while, then it just has to be one of you 3 guys. Bellamy, Baxter or Hartman. You're crazy, Carson. One of us? I ain't your uncle, boy, remember? I was in prison with his brother, your own father, boy. Don't look at me like that either, Carson. I ain't your goddamn uncle. I don't give a fuck who it is anymore. You've obviously made up your mind that I'm the goddamn killer. Let me tell you something. Stay away from me, all of you. The boat will be here first thing Monday morning. That's just 36 hours. Between now and then, if any of you even look at me the wrong way, then so help me, I'll kill you with your goddamn stand. Just stay away from me, I mean it. Now I'm going to retire till Monday morning. I'll speak to you then on the boat, if any of you are still alive. Take care, sir. Keep your room door locked. If it helps, sir, I don't suspect anyone yet, though I must admit the suspects are growing thin, sir. No, it doesn't help, Columbo. Just stay away from me, all of you. Who's there? I know someone's there. Show yourself. Is that you, Carson? Who's there, damn it? You? It can't be. Why, for God's sake? Five on an island, the killer at the door. 3 shots later, dead they were 4. 4 potential killers are now left in Ghost Island. Have you, the viewer, worked out who the homicidal maniac might be yet? Could it be David Baxter, guilty of killing Mr. Morley's brother James while in Parkhurst prison? What about Helen Argyle, guilty of declaring her uncle insane through greed for his money, which cost his stepdaughter her eyesight? Or is it Eric Carson, who merely used the Morley name to gain his wealth? With his very volatile attitude, Mr. Carson will be in most people's minds as the potential culprit. Then again, it could be the crooked lawyer, Jake Hartman, who withheld vital evidence at James Morley's trial. Oh yeah, we forgot about this guy. The tape stated he would be the very last survivor. Well, that simply means everyone on the island is now dead, which logic must dictate he's the actual killer. You might be thinking there has to be someone else on the island. There is no one else on the island apart from the 11 we know about. Now, even me, the producer, is bewildered. Who the hell is the killer? I'm making this up as I go along. Don't worry, folks. You're in for one hell of a surprise in the Columbo and Agatha Christie usual climax, which, as we know, normally has an almighty sting in the tail. Let's get back to our suspense-filled ending of Ghost Island. Saturday night, 11:50 p.m. Mr. Hartman, weren't you advised not to wander on your own? Why did you withhold evidence on my family's court trial? Why didn't you appeal his sentence? Is that you, Carson? Your predictions are as pathetic as your defence tactics, Mr. Lawyer. Time for you to pay the price. Who are you then, you degenerate coward? All least you can do is take off that ridiculous mask. You afraid to? You? But you've done nothing to do with it. You've got nothing to do with this. Still, guilty as charged. Sentence carried out, Mr. Hartman. 4 in an island begging to be free. 1 died by the blade, then there were 3. You know who I am yet? Found him in the upstairs study. He's been stabbed to death. He's in the shed now. That leaves us 3 and Mr. Carson. Narrows it down quite a bit, Lieutenant. Wouldn't you say? If it ain't you, sir, then it's got to be Mr. Carson. I think the 3 of us should go pay that gentleman a visit. Begging your pardon, sir, but just because the young lady here is a woman, it don't mean a thing. She too stands to inherit fortunes as one of the last of the Morleys. No offence, ma'am, but you do see my predicament. Putting it that way, Mr. Baxter, yes I do, but I'm not a killer, sir, unlike some in this island. Gracefully put, Miss Argyle, but on this occasion, neither am I. You count those bodies again, Mr. Baxter? Yes, sir, 7 and all accounted for. What's your continuing concern over the dead, Lieutenant? You expecting one of them to rise up and do these killings? On this job, you have to take everything into consideration. It wouldn't be the first time someone came back from the dead out of some sadistic revenge. Well, not on this island of death, they don't. Some are now stiff as a board. They are dead, Lieutenant, 7 of them, all wrapped up in makeshift body bags. If it will ease your mind, go take a look for yourself. No need, sir. I already checked before you put Mr. Hartman's body in the shed. I was just making sure, sir. In my book, that leaves Eric. Knowing him, I wouldn't put it past him. After all, Mr. Baxter, he too stands to gain a fortune as one of the last of the Norleys. That he does, ma'am. Let's just watch each other's back and go up and see Mr. Carson. Remember what he said about staying away from him? I'm inclined to believe his threats. So you two think it's him? I don't know, ma'am. Right now, I'm as confused as I ever want to be. Everything that Kate said has happened, and I guess I'm a little concerned in my own fate as we near the end. How can anyone force you to take your own life? He either kills you or he doesn't. That part of the tape I never understood. That makes 2 of us, sir, but the way things are going, it bothers me some. Let's go see Mr. Carson. 2 on an island, excluding the copper and blue. 1 died of several bullets, then there were 2. That does it. You two stay away from me. One of you is a killer. I now know that. Or is it both of you? That's it. It was you two from the beginning. Calm down, Mr. Baxter. I know it wasn't you, sir. You were with me when Mr. Bellamy was killed. That means it was you all along, Miss Argyle. Come to think of it, I don't recall where you were when Mr. Henry died either. I was in here with you and Mr. Hartman. Don't you even dare try and pin all this on me, Columbo. I'm sorry, ma'am. I just don't recall. It's got to be you, miss. Stay away, hell, away from me, both of you. I'll damn well shoot, I swear to God. So it was you. I bet that gun matches up with the bullet holes in some of those dead bodies. How? I wouldn't know. I found it lying in the kitchen. Now I'm out of here. Don't try and follow. I'll take my chances in the shore till the boat comes. It was noon that Sunday morning and the storm had burnt itself out. Columbo and Baxter searched the island looking for Miss Argyle. If she was dead, it was suicide. The 2 men never left each other's side the entire night. Miss Argyle, where are you, ma'am? It's Lieutenant Columbo, ma'am. Miss Argyle, don't be afraid, ma'am. Columbo heard the shots and he feared the worst for Mr. Baxter. He found Mr. Baxter lying dead near the dunes. He knew he had to find Miss Argyle, but that was proving easier said than done. Dawn arrived the next morning, Monday. Columbo knew the boat must be on its way by now. First, he was determined to find Miss Argyle. The boat was on its way from the mainland. It would reach Ghost Island in exactly 2.5 hours. Stay put, Columbo. Where's Baxter? Don't you know? I wouldn't be asking otherwise. Mr. Baxter is our killer, ma'am. We need to talk. It's really not safe here, ma'am. 1 hour from the island. Please, ma'am, give me the gun before it's too late. I don't want to die, Columbo. Please help me. Take the gun. I don't know how to shoot anyways. Mr. Baxter is dead, miss, and that leaves just you and I. God knows when the boat will arrive, and I'm sorry, ma'am, but I just don't like taking chances. What you doing? You think I'm the killer? Yes, ma'am, you're the only one left. Columbo, stop, I swear it's not me. You have to believe me. Columbo, please don't shoot. And then there were none. Goodbye, Mr. Cow. One on an island, 10 to the devil they met. Salvation is far from the truth. It ain't over yet. Amazing Grace always was a favourite of mine. Mr. Cowley, why am I not surprised, sir? Actually, Columbo, it's Mr. Morley, Ben Morley. Forgive me, how stupid of me, sir. Your burial in York, I gotta hand it to you, sir. Mr. Hockley helped quite a bit with the funeral, and Dr. Wilson supplied the needed death certificate. All it takes is greed and money, Columbo. So how comes they didn't recognise you as Mr. Cowley? Because John Cotter was more than willing to take my place. He made all the arrangements and paid them off, but what he didn't know, he was actually taking my place for real in that York graveyard. Poetic justice, I called it. John Cotter, sir? I seem to recall that name in the recording, sir. He was the scallywag that gave Bellamy his alibi for not driving that day, remember? He committed suicide jumping off the cliff. His death came in very handy for me. But if Dr. Wilson didn't know who you were, then why on earth did he pronounce you dead just 3 days ago? It came down to money as usual, plus I guaranteed his safety if he went along with it. If not, police would get an anonymous call on his forged death certificates. Not to mention, he recognised you from somewhere in some hospital. That place wouldn't be Parkhurst's own medical wing, would it? While you obviously must have been visiting your sick brother. I'm impressed. I chose well, Columbo, the ultimate detective against the ultimate criminal mastermind. One thing bothers me. There's 8 bodies out there in the shed. I just counted them. Mr. Baxter and Miss Argyle's bodies are lying outside. That's 10, Mr. Morley. You make 11, sir. You mind explaining that? The boat I arrived on was piloted by Dave Mulligan. I went out my way to hire him, family ties and all that. He took advantage of a 16-year-old girl, then broke her heart that very same night. She committed suicide. Sorry to hear that, Mr. Morley. I take it this girl was blind. He won't be bothering any more young girls, and his demise answers your question as to where number 11 came from, Lieutenant. Sir, I'd say you had more than just cause for what's happened this weekend, but sir, this was not the way to go about it. I thank you for that, sir, but the Morley name is dead now. As far as my kinfolk go, I'm dead too, Columbo. The tape wasn't lying about me. I got a cancer advance. They gave me 2 years top. That was 2 years ago. Been planning this ever since. I just hoped I'd live long enough to avenge the family name. Looks like I won, Lieutenant. Sir, the boat will be here shortly. How are you going to explain all this? I'm not, Lieutenant. You are. The sole survivor of a massacre. I get 10 minutes or so left to live. That's assured by this lethal cocktail I've been drinking. So how are you going to explain all these murders? You'll be arrested the minute you step off the boat. Let's face it, you did kill Helen in cold blood. Check the gun you got, Lieutenant. It's your very own Los Angeles police gun. I'm surprised you never even recognised it. Well, I'll be damned. How did you ever manage to get hold of it, sir? It's been lying in that dresser at your home for ages now. You don't believe in firearms, sir. That's why you didn't miss it. You've been in my home, sir? I told you I wanted you to stop me or pay the ultimate price. I also took the liberty of using your typewriter. You've typed down 10 names and how you're going to kill them on an island, Columbo. It's foolproof, sir. After your arrest, sir, they'll no doubt search your home and find a list of names, plus ballistics will confirm that your gun killed some of these people. I hear California still holds with the death penalty, sir. Not a nice way to go, Columbo. So yeah, you could say I won, sir. The Clash of the Titans. And Pedro Sanchez, is he really the Los Angeles serial killer, or was that just a bait to get me here? Oh no, Columbo, Sanchez is your killer. How do you think I got your gun and typed that list? Again, money talked. You look worried, Columbo. You should be. I promised I wouldn't personally kill you, Detective. You've had to do that yourself. Now you know why. You're going to die, just like the rest of us. Don't do it till I'm gone, Lieutenant. I'm starting to feel the effects of this poison already. It's burning me something terrible inside. Sorry to hear that, sir. Well, I ain't burning hell, you bastard. No, it can't be. He shot you. I saw you fall. The gun was aimed just off to our side, Mr. Morley. I knew someone else was on the island, and to catch you, sir, I asked the young lady to play dead, knowing you were watching, sir. Yeah, but that monster thought it was for real. Let me see you die, Morley. You bitch. I said die. You ain't dying quick enough. I can hear the boat. It's a pity you won't be on it, sir. Crime never pays, no matter how much money talk. I'm relieved to say you didn't win after all, sir. Nobody did. You don't give yourself enough credit, Columbo, but I sincerely thank you anyway for letting a dying man hear what he might want to hear. Thank you again. Oh, there's just one other thing, sir. My wife, was she at home? It's got me real worried, sir, because she's always at home. She got an unexpected phone call, Lieutenant, from someone pretending to be a police officer, stating to go to pick up her sister. She was stranded with 2 mysterious flat tyres. Contrary to belief, I'm not the monster I'm now going to be made out to be. I wouldn't let the likes of Sanchez anywhere near a decent woman such as your wife. Please go now. I don't want you to see me die. Thank you, sir. He can't hear you, Columbo. I'm afraid he can't hear anything now. I just want to go home and try and put all this behind me. Yes, ma'am. Let's get to the boat. Thanks for watching. To see more fun videos and more Columbo mysteries like this, just click on or subscribe. Thanks again.